I was fascinated by the myth of Dracula when I was a kid, the dark side of all human nature itself.
He comes to you in the night, the dark stranger.
He's mysterious and he's dangerous. He is unlike any man.
This very masculine force that's kind of exciting and wild.
It's like sex, I don't know, it's like orgasmic. It's a strange kind of tingle.
This thing with Dracula is something completely different. It's uncontrollable.
I hate Dracula. I hate horror movies.
There's something weird about having been bitten in the neck.
Plunging their teeth into your neck, you know, was really kind of gruesome.
It's supposed to be the biggest high going.
I remember as a kid, you know, loving horror films, and in particular Dracula.
Dracula, blood, biting, the dark, the unknown, obsession, domination.
He's very attractive in that dangerous way.
And there's something very erotic about that, very sexual.
He is the embodiment of evil. He's Lucifer. He's Mephistopheles. He is like the devil, isn't he? He's the devil.
In the summer of 1991, Francis Ford Coppola and his filmmakers set to work hoping to breathe new life into an old legend.
And it's unusual. I mean, we know what our biggest problem is. Our biggest problem is, why did they go to all this trouble to make that same story again? We've seen all this stuff. So what's our answer? Our answer is we've never seen it acted with this kind of emotional intensity. And we have very fine actor Gary Oldman as Dracula, you know, a writer who's really lovely and looking like a Snow White almost for Nina. Then we have Keanu Reeves as Harker, you know, kind of pipe-smoking, young, good-looking guy. And then, of course, Dr. Van Helsing with Anthony Hopkins, who's going to be as evil as Dracula. It's really just the ideas that's the hard part. My father had a slogan he always used to tell us, and it's a good slogan. He says, steal from the best. So, you know, I made this film with the guidance of cinema history. Nosferatu probably is the greatest film made on the Dracula story. It's a masterpiece, a powerful film, you know, that really probed the depth of the strange part of us that's obsessed with vampires.
The image I can't get away from is Bela Lugosi. I think he was really sort of onto something. It's in our genes, isn't it? It's like our heritage or something.
There have been 200 feature films made on Dracula. And I've been the president of the Count Dracula Society for 32 years. And I haven't seen every one of them. I haven't seen all 200.
Your bullets can't hurt me.
Seen Kung Fu until you've seen the 7 brothers and their 1 sister in action against Dracula.
All of the Dracula films that I had ever seen were paled, literally, when you compared them to what Bram Stoker wrote in 1897. It wasn't there. Bram Stoker is this sort of stodgy, stiff purser and stage manager at the Lyceum Theater. And he writes this extraordinarily erotic, oral, wet, feverish novel that people avoided like the plague. Every time I would bring up Dracula, they would go, oh, no, it's been done 100 times. I would say, read the book. Nobody reads the book in this town. Nobody.
Helsing broke the silence by asking Arthur.
Answer me, O my friend. Am I to proceed in my work?
Arthur threw himself on his knees and hid his face in his hands as he answered.
Not for the wide world. Like
We were up in Napa where we started rehearsing at his home, this big sound stage. And he said, I want us to read the whole book together.